Hi, teacher. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. This is my video of how life was 20 years ago versus now. My name is Ramirez Alvarez Alanomar, and ID number is 211 293. Today, the world has the largest generation of young people all of time. Adolescents and young people, those between the ages of 10 and 24, represent for 28% of the world's population in 2010. The proportion of people living in the extreme poverty has practically halved. However, economic inequality is currently growing. The proportion of people living on less than 1.25 dollars a day has dropped from 47% in 1990 to 22 in 2010. In the last 20 years, the world's population grew by about a quarter from 5.66 billion to 7.24 billion. Each of the 7.2 billion people who were inhabit the world, as well as all those who remain to be born, deserve to have their human rights and dignity respect and protect. But the population is growing at a slower rate. 20 years ago, the population grew at a rate of 1.52% per a year. Today, it does so at 1.15% per a year. Women have fewer children. In 1994, on average, each woman had approximately 3 children. Currently, the fertility rate is around 2.5 children per woman. Adolescent uh, motherhood has been reduced by at least 15% in many countries. Adolescent fertility rates have fallen yet every day, and 20,000 under the age of 18 give birth in developing countries. The use of contraceptives has increased in the last 2 decades, although the unmet need for them remains enormous. Safe and modern contraceptives, along with family planning service, help women achieve these goals by preventing unwanted pregnancies. Maternal mortality has been reduced by almost half. Mortality associated with complications of pregnancy and childbirth has fallen by 47% since uh, 1994. At the time, there were more than half a million maternal deaths each year. Infant mortality has been reduced by almost half. The deaths of children under 5 years of age fell from 90 per 1,000 live births in 1990 to 48 per 1,000 live births in 2012. An important factor that has contributed to this decline is the increased education of women and girls. The number of deliveries that occur with the care of a qualified person, a doctor, a midwife, or a nurse, has increased. The proportion of births attended by skilled health personnel increased in developing countries from um, 58% in 1990 to 67% in 2011. Life expectancy is increased by 5.2 years worldwide. Life expectancy was gone from 64.8 years between 1990 and 1995 to 70 years between 2010 and 2015. However, fewer abortions occur. Abortion rates have fallen worldwide from 35 per 1,000 women in 1995 to 29 per 1,000 women in 2008. Um, this has reduced the total number of abortions despite the increase in population size. The number of people who contract VIH, SIDA, um, my equivocation, has dropped significantly. New VIH infections fell by more than 33% between um, 2001 and 2012. Despite this progress, more can still be done to prevent the spread of this disease, especially among young people. However, there has been a significant increase in the main curable sexually transmitted infections. The incidence of the four major curable sexually transmitted infections, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and trichomoniasis, has increased among the uh, 15 49-year-old population from 30 333 million cases in 1995 to 499 million in 2008. More and more people are dying of non-communicable disease. Deaths from non-communicable disease such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and chronic respiratory disease increased by 30% between 1990 and 2010. Most of these diseases are closely related for for harmful behaviors that usually begin in adolescence: smoking, alcoholism, sedentarism, and poor nutrition. More boys attend schools than ever, and the greatest progress is between among girls. Primary school enrollment rates uh, have advanced from roughly three quarters in 1990 to around 90% in 2010. The world is increasingly urban. The world's urban population increased by 1.6 billion between 1994 and 2014. More than half of the world's population now lives in cities. Never before have so many people immigrated. There are more international migrants than ever in 1990. 154 million people left their home countries in search of new opportunities. In 2013, that number rose to 232 million. The world is getting old. Older people, those over 16, make up the fastest growing age group. The number of older people has increased from 490 million in 1990 to um, 765 million in 2010. The number of people displaced with their countries as a result of conflicts or violence reached record numbers with particularly disproportionate impact on women and girls. Uh, Gender-based violence is often accompanied by conflict and displacement. Protection are removed and sexual violence is used as a tactic of war. 20 years ago, there were record numbers of people displaced with their countries as a result of armed conflicts in the world. And this is my video. And this is the end. Thank you. Thanks.